check. Check 1, 2, 3. Alright. Hello everyone. Good afternoon everyone.
Good afternoon.
Oke, good afternoon. Sudah ada 100.000 orang rupanya di sini ya semuanya ya. Sangat ramai rupanya pada hari ini. Okay, so how is it going guys? It's good. Doing good, everyone? Okay, I can see several people here from college and of course from high schoolers, yeah, Miss, yeah?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So it's really packed here with diverse students, of course. Okay, so let me introduce myself. My name is Wawa and I'll be your host for today, everyone. So welcome to chat with us, the Yes to Independence. Please give a round of applause. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. So today kita sudah kedatangan nih speaker yang sangat kece banget dari program KLIAS ya Miss ya, yaitu Sela Ramona. Maybe you can introduce yourself a little bit.
Hi everybody, my name is Sela Ramona and I'm here to talk about independence from the US and the differences that I see in Indonesia.
Yay!
Thank you.
So beautiful. Yeah.
So I came here, thank you. So I came here through a fully funded scholarship from my government called Yes Abroad. And I'm here to learn about Indonesian culture and also share more about my culture. So that's why I'm here today. A little bit about me. I am 16 years old. I go to SMA Santo Paulus, kelas 11. And I'm from Portland, Oregon. So if you don't know where that is north of California. It's a northwest city and it's very cold there for most of the year. So when I came to Pontianak, I was very, very culture shocked. It was way too hot here. It still is a little bit, but I'm getting more used to it. Yeah. But thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
Okay, give her a round of applause for
Yay!
Tadi mungkin ada beberapa orang yang shock ya, Miss ya?
Ya, 16 kayak wah sama. Sila bisa bahasa Indonesia?
Sedikit.
Ya, sedikit.
Jadi di sini kita mungkin absen dulu ya, Miss. Mungkin
Boleh.
ada yang baru pertama kali datang ke American Corner Pontianak.
Boleh cek siapa aja boleh angkat tangannya yang baru pertama kali.
First time.
Ada sekitar 3.000-an lah. Iya, dari 100-an tadi ya.
Seperempatnya lah ya. Oke, kalau begitu mungkin aku sedikit bakalan menjelaskan dulu American Corner itu apa.
Kita belum kenalan Kak Wawa.
Oh iya, kita belum kenalan.
Iya, mungkin baru pertama kali. Iya.
Tak kenal maka tak
cinta.
Oh, sayang.
Iya.
Ya. Oke. Mungkin boleh dari Miss dulu?
Boleh. Hello everyone, my name is Endah. You can call me Miss Endah. Nice to meet you today.
Nice to meet you, Miss Endah. Alright. Saya lagi Miss.
Ya, Kak.
Hello everyone, my name is Najwa Annisa Fhoenna, but you can call me Wawa and I'm a volunteer here. Halo, Kak Wawa pun tak apa-apa, usah Miss.
Kak Wawa. Sister, boleh juga.
Sis Wawa gitu ya.
Terus hari ini kita nih selain berbincang-bincang, ada apa lagi Kak Wawa?
Nah, kan tadi kalian tahu nih kalau Sela itu merupakan salah satu alumna dari program KLIAS.
Belum alumna Kak?
Belum alumna, masih partisipan.
Masih partisipan,
so
Grantee.
Yes.
Not alumna, ya.
Yes, jadi Sela ini Grantee dari KLIAS, yang dimana Sela pada hari ini akan menjelaskan dulu nih kayak programnya itu seperti apa dan pengalaman Sela pas datang ke Pontianak itu seperti apa, teman-teman gitu kan. Nanti kalian juga akan lihat presentation dari Sela, kita bisa melihat beberapa gambar ya. Pas Selanya masih di Oregon, Portland.
Wow, exciting.
Yes, of course. So exciting ya teman-teman ya. Jadi karena habis ini talk show-nya akan full in English, jadi disarankan untuk teman-teman taking notes juga ya. Karena nanti juga akan ada sesi spesial nih Miss.
Apa tuh?
Bakalan ada Kahoot teman-teman.
Yeay, ada hadiahnya.
Tentu saja ada hadiah.
Wow.
Jadi harus pay attention ya everybody ya dengan apa yang akan Sela bawakan pada hari ini. Okay, maybe we're not going to be talking in Indonesian anymore, ya Miss?
Okay. Check mode switch. English.
The mode, yeah. From Indonesia to English.
Okay.
So yeah, Sela, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes. I'm not ready, but yeah, let's be ready. Okay, so maybe I'm going to be starting asking questions for segment number 1 first, ya Miss ya. Okay, maybe we can go to the PPT first.
Sela, how are you today?
I'm doing very well,
You
thank
do very well.
you.
So I heard news. Your school sample won the DBL.
Yes, the boys and the girls won this year.
I heard some noise. Wow.
Yeah, I
Did
think.
you watch?
Of course, of course. One of my really good friends is on the girls' team, and she actually got most valuable player for this year. Yeah, she got MVP, which I'm so proud of her.
Nice.
Yeah.
How do you like the watching the movie? Not the movie, the tournament. How do you like it?
I think like one thing that I've noticed that's different about Indonesia than America is the supporters. Like there's even awards for the supporters, which is like, wow. Like the sports in my school in the US, we have supporters, but it's not like an event. It's like you come and you watch your friends, or you go with your friends as like something to do, but not like you're dedicated and like you have like a whole flag and everyone has shirts and there's chants and everything. Like that was really like, whoa, like this is such a family, which is something that I find in Indonesia and I really liked it.
Is that one of your culture shocks here?
I think not a culture shock, but it was like more something that I want to take with me back to the US is like that feeling of community, especially in school. Like when you have your class, like they're your family, you know? And I think this, like the fact that everyone from the school, no matter if you had friends there or not, you're all supporting and you're all there for each other was really nice.
Okay, that is a very nice answer, Yamis. Yeah.
That's great. And I can see from our audience smile, I think some of them also attended the DBL. Yeah.
Yeah,
See?
okay.
Okay. I guess it was like a intense tournament. I think Miss Olivia also watched the final round. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I hope I can see the tournament later. Maybe next year, Miss Olivia. Yeah.
Okay, let's go next year, Yamis.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right. So this is going to be correlating to the difference between US and of course Indonesia. In US schools, students often chooses their own curriculum or classes. So how did this freedom of choice impact the way that you make decisions today?
Yeah, so my school here has something called moving classes, and then we also have like our regular class. And that's something that I was really not used to when I first got here, is having one class with the same people for the whole day, for multiple days. I was like, why are we in the same room, same seats, same classmates, same everything? And I think there's good and bad things about it. So the good things that I learned from having all moving classes in the US is that it really teaches you time management. It teaches you what you need to prepare for every day. And it teaches you like, what do you actually want to do with your time? Because by having classes that you choose, you're investing your time into like, what classes will I get the most out of? Like, should I choose the more advanced math class or the less advanced math class? Do I like math? Do I think that this could help me in the future? How is this going to help me with my classes after this school year? Or like, should I take art or should I take a more academic elective, like speech and debate? Like, which one is more worth my time? And I think it really helps you learn independence on what do you want to do, which is something that American high schools really set you up for.
Oh, I see. So the environment and of course the overall structure of the class is pretty different then.
Yes.
Yes, okay. So later on, I think I'm curious about the teachers there. So what is the most striking difference between how the teachers in US and here, Indonesia encourage students to argue or voice their opinions inside of the class?
Yeah, okay. So here in Indonesia, I've noticed that like the class will have like groups, we'll have like a project, and then they'll have like a presentation in front of the class. This is like every single class, and this is how I think we learn is like the students teach each other. Like they do research on their own, and then they teach each other, and then someone asks questions back. So you learn like, oh, like the presentation will finish and then someone like they will be invited to ask a question. And I feel like sometimes I don't understand like how they know what to ask, because are they taught what to know, what to look for? And that's something that I think you're taught in the US with something called like a Socratic seminar, for example. It's where like the class will read a book all together. And afterward, we have to discuss it, but it has to be like academic and it has to be planned and structured in a way that the teacher can grade you for it. So there's like two groups, one in the middle, one on the outside. And the middle group will have like a series of questions that they've come up with, and then they'll ask each other and they'll sort of debate on it. And it's very like open-ended. It's very like everyone's opinions are valid. Everyone can challenge everyone's opinions, and the people on the outside can like challenge people on the inside and vice versa. And so it makes it so that like the teacher can stand to the side, but also like input their questions. If it gets like kind of slow, they can be like, well, what about this? Or like, what about this character? Why would he do this? So it's like a guided debate by the teacher. And from like middle school, we started having these, in high school way more. But it's like a way, instead of just like asking a question and then getting one answer back, and then the person who asked it is like, okay, I feel like it's more interactive and it's more like a conversation rather than just a question and answer.
Oh, I see. All right. So, based from your answers, the teachers were pretty involved, yeah, in the teaching and learning system in US.
Yeah.
So it's kind of different from here, Miss. Maybe in Indonesia, you will have like presentation, and then of course there's just gonna be a Q&A section.
Yeah.
So without further discussion. So it's not really like self-reliance, yeah, Miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it will depend on the teachers.
Yeah, of course.
Because I know that teachers nowadays they have liberty to choose which teaching style they want to do in the class. Maybe more discussion, yeah. Maybe more presentation from the student side, and yeah. But what you have experienced so far in the Indonesian school, what do you think? Is there like a constant style from the teacher, or you have seen some mixed method from the teachers?
I've definitely seen mixed, but I think for the most part, it's the teacher is always right, and you kind of listen to the teacher, and like the students have less of an opportunity to kind of like challenge that, which I think in the US it's more encouraged to question everything.
Wow.
And like critically think, because that's how you're taught. You're taught to like be like, okay, well, what do I think about this, and what can I do about this, and like how do I think about this? Not like right and wrong. It's like every like opinion and idea is sort of welcomed, and you're taught like what to do with it, basically.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So it's really like independent, yeah, Miss.
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, I think the American culture really values self-reliance then.
Yes.
So maybe can you share like a little bit of small daily habit that you picked up when you first realized that, oh, I'm sure on my own and I have my own mindset, like my personal mindset.
Yeah, so I think this comes with being an exchange student too, is you have to regulate your emotions. Like, for example, during Thanksgiving, which was in November, end of November, I had final exams, or midterms, one of them, at my school. And I was having a really hard week, because Thanksgiving is like a really big holiday in the US, and usually with family and friends. And I'm here, and no one celebrates Thanksgiving here.
So sad.
American Corners had like a whole event, which made me feel a lot better. But like in the moment, I was in my exam, and I had to like finish the exam. I had to write, I like studied for it. I needed the grades. And so I was sitting there and I was like, oh my God, all I can think about right now is that I want to be home with my family. And no one like understands that. You know what I mean? And so that's like one of the moments that I was like, okay, either I'm going to decide to be sad about this and do bad on my exam, or I'm going to decide to understand that it's temporary and that there's no way that I could be home right now, and I need to focus on this and like regulate myself. And like this sort of like homesickness feeling will never go away, but it's still it's like you need to kind of think about it as if it's always going to be there, but it's going to be temporary. And if you find a way to focus and distract yourself from it, like you're going to have the best time here. Yeah. But that was one moment I was like, oh wow. Like there's like I'm sitting, like you can't talk during the exams, like I have to finish this. I was like, oh my God, what do I do? Yeah.
Okay, I see. All right, so she's a pretty strong girl here, Yanis.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
And so, at that time, what did you do between the exam and the desire want to connect with your family during the Thanksgiving at that time? What did you do?
Yeah, okay, I can only call my family in the morning here
In the
because of
morning.
time differences.
Yeah.
And I had school that entire week, and my school has school 6 days a week, so I only have one day to call them, which is fine, like whatever, I can text them whenever.
Yeah.
So I told my mom, I was like, hey, I have a break between my two tests today, can I call you at like 9? And that was like 6 p.m. their time, like during the Thanksgiving dinner, like while everyone was together. And so instead of studying for my next exam, I sacrificed a little bit and I called my family for like 30 minutes. And my mom was like you got it. Like she kind of like understood that I was feeling bad.
Yeah.
And that made me feel a lot better, which usually I would not recommend calling your family when you feel really homesick because that's just gonna make you feel worse.
Yeah.
But in that moment, it was the best thing to do because I could not focus on my exams at all. Like I needed some sort of like outlet. Yeah.
So one call away.
Yes.
It heals.
Sometimes, like if I want to call them right now, they would not pick up because they're sleeping.
Yeah.
But I would have to wait till the morning.
Oh.
Yeah.
So no matter how far we are,
Yeah.
family is still number one, yeah?
Yeah.
Close in our
Of course,
heart.
yes,
Oh,
right
that's
here.
nice. Okay. So based from your answers, actually you go to a lot of community, especially in American Corner Pontianak, right?
Of
Yeah.
course.
So how did your involvement in school clubs or community changes your perspective on social responsibility?
So I think I'm really new to this culture still. Like I still am very confused why some people do some things sometimes. And it's not like a confused like what, why would they ever do that? Just like oh, that's really new. Like how do I think about this? And I think like especially the way that like the coaches are to like the students and like the teachers are to the kids. I'm still here to learn. And so I think like when I do volunteering or when I do events like this, it really helps me like learn not about Indonesian culture, but mostly about myself. Like how do I deal with stress and pressure, and how do I like what do I need to do like to make myself feel better? And I think that that's probably the thing that you're going to get most out of your exchange year is learning about yourself and personal growth, which I will get into that later. I have a whole slide about it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think as I like try to fit and belong into this kind of culture and society, I'm learning more about like what do I really value and what is like okay for me to give up while being here. That's different from the US.
I see. All
Yeah.
right. So I think this is going to be my last question from this segment. Is there one aspect of the U.S. education system that you think is a must-have for Indonesian students to help them become more academically independent?
Yeah, okay. So Indonesian schools, I've noticed, are like a lot of memorization and a lot of like, if you don't memorize all of this right now, like you have a bad grade. And like sometimes I have to memorize like a whole page for my presentation and then go up present it. And then as soon as I am not up there, I forget it. And then I'm like, wait, that was probably important information. Like people in the rest of my class needed to know that too. And I just forgot it because I was only focusing on memorizing it, not like what it actually said. And I think that is something that could maybe be improved, in my personal opinion, because that teaching style and that learning style doesn't work for me. I need like a visual or like a real life example or like the why of what I'm doing. Because in the US, like, for example, when we learn math, the teacher always tells you why. They give you like a real life example and they show you like this is exactly when you're going to use it. So then it not only makes the math make more sense and easier to solve, but it also makes me feel like I'm not wasting my time or like it's boring. Like with money, it usually correlates to money so that you know like you're financially educated. And here, I'm obviously very confused with math because I am not good at math and the math is taught really differently here. But one thing I was trying to get from my friend, I was like, hey, do you know how to do this? She's like, no, I have no idea. I was like, oh, okay. And she was like, yeah, I don't know, we kind of just like copy what's on the board and then we just do it. I'm like, but why do we do it like this? And she was like, I don't know, we just do it. And I kept being like, why? And she was like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, like I'm sorry, I'm just used to like not learn. I've never learned math like this, and it already makes no sense in my head. So I'm like even more lost. And I think that's one thing that I think would maybe help everybody is if you know why you're learning something,
Yeah.
and like maybe not just memorization. Because for me, I don't remember anything I've learned if I just memorize it and then I forget it right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I agree with that. I second that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not just theory, but
Yeah.
of course something practical for
Yeah.
the students.
Yeah. And I think students nowadays, I think they are quite critical, yeah, with
Yeah.
what they are doing, with what they are learning, and they are like questioning why they do this.
Yeah.
And I think they love to have a discussion, isn't it? Yeah, I think they are more engaging, yeah, compared than in my years in high school. I think long time ago. I think we just like receive everything that our teachers
Yeah.
gave to us at the time. But I think I can see right now people in this room, they love to have a discussion about it.
Yeah.
But maybe that culture needs to be engaged more, in many occasions, especially in the school. What do you think, Kak?
I think
Because Kak Wawa quite active in organization, right? And you
Yes.
met a lot of young people. What do you think about it?
So I'm pretty active in various communities, same like Sheila. I think I learn more outside than in class actually because I'm from, back again, Faculty of Social Science. So sometimes when the lecturer gives us like certain assignments, it's just like going to be memorization all over again. Which is like same like Sheila, I'm not really good at it, so I will perform something more practical. Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I really love community service.
Yes.
I think that's my answer, yeah, guys. Yeah. So I can see there is like a pinkish PPT right here. We're actually dying to see it, guys, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So some of the slides, they're not like per question. It's like per kind of like the topics that I'm talking about. So I think we already passed some of them, but we can still look at the pictures.
Yeah, sure. We can go through the PPT, maybe the first slide first.
Kak Wawa,
Yeah.
since we are at the end of the segment 1, can we also ask the people, the audience, maybe they have a question, or we go the slide first?
Maybe we go to the slide
First.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so context to this picture. This is me hugging my coach and then my friend right behind me. Basically, I was in this like, it's not speech and debate, it's kind of like, it's also not mock trial. Think something like mixed together. But it's called Constitution Team, and it's where we learned very, very deeply about the US Constitution and like our rights and stuff, and then we go and like debate about it. So yeah, but this was after our competition and we got 5th in state, which sounds, actually, we've done way better. We've gotten 1st before, so I was really mad that our year got 5th, but anyway, it was really fun. So American schools thrive with debate, and then here are some like bullet points that I have about it. I discussed most of them, but just to like summarize.
Alright, so
Okay, so this is for the next section. We can keep it here.
Okay.
That's me, by the way. I'm actually wearing these pants right now.
Okay. So you want to explain it later?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it doesn't make any sense right now.
While you are wondering about the pictures, maybe we can ask some of you. Yeah, maybe you want to ask 1 or 2 questions about Sela's explanation about her experience.
maybe somebody wants to give one question to Sheila.
Did I see some? Oh no. No, I don't think.
I think this next section will be a lot more, like, what's it called? Friendly for questions, because it's about exchange years and like more like traveling and stuff, and like being an exchange student rather than American schools. So do you want to start with question 1?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
We're gonna go to the next segment,
Okay.
which is like the initial sparks that you have before you came to Indonesia.
Yes.
So yeah, my first question is, most teenagers your age prefer to comfort of home, yeah? Like, what's the specific light bulb moment that made you think, I need to go out and see the whole world through Alias?
Yeah, okay, so this kind of like came gradually to me. So I've been learning Mandarin Chinese my whole life since I was about 5 years old. And at the end, basically my school, it's like an immersion program. So when I was in elementary school, I had half the day in English, half the day in Mandarin. And we were promised a trip to China in our 8th grade year. But because of the whole visa process and the whole problem with China and the US, we were like, let's go to Taiwan. And basically we spend 2 weeks there, 1 week with the host family, like integrated into the family. And you have like a student from school that's your age that you go to school with. And then 1 week in a hotel with like the rest of your classmates. And we basically just went around the whole city. I got to use my Mandarin, which was the most gratifying experience I've ever experienced. Like I've been studying so hard, crying so much over this really hard language, and I can finally use it. Like it finally means something. And I was just like, oh my God, this is amazing. And it was like one of the first times that I've really been outside the country and like really traveled and like seen other parts of the world. And so I like to call it, I was bitten by the travel bug. So like a travel bug like bit you, and I'm like, oh my God, now I need to travel. Like now I need to go everywhere. I need to explore.
Is that a real insight?
No. It's like
Sorry.
no, it's okay.
What is that?
It's like something that I made up in my head.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it like making you dizzy or something?
It's like a metaphor. So like there's like a fake, like a pretend bug, and it bites me. And then I'm like, and it's like a travel bug. Like it's making me want to travel, and then now I want to explore everywhere. And so after I was in Taiwan, I was like, oh my God, I was bitten by the travel bug. That's me realizing that I need to travel. This is me like 1 month before I left for Indonesia, and I was freaking out because I was with my friends for the last time, like a certain group of friends. I was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna see you for a whole year, but it's worth it. Anyway, I thought the photo was funny, and then the light bulb, like, oh my God.
Yes, you got the idea of like, oh, I got the travel bug now, so I got the travel bug syndrome now.
Yeah,
I have to
basically
explore the world now.
Yeah, but something really nice was that my parents studied abroad or my mom studied abroad in college. She went to Chile, and she talks about like sometimes, she doesn't like talk about it all the time, but sometimes I'll hear stories, and it's so fun. Like she still thinks about it, and this was a long time ago. And when I said like, oh, I really want to travel, I really want to like go abroad for college, my parents were like, why don't you just look at scholarships for high school? Like, why not? I'm like, okay. And that was like the really summarized version. There was a lot more discussion, a lot more like, oh, I don't know, maybe. But basically they were very supportive about it, and so it was really like up to me. Like there was nothing for me to lose by applying. And I did not think I was going to get in, which is crazy that I'm here. But I think the thing that really motivated me to go was that like my city is so small. Like we're in such a bubble, especially in the US, when like I only really hear about like United States news and United States like media, and I'm like, well, there's like a whole world, and I'm just stuck in this little bubble. Like I really want to get out and see the world. And I think Taiwan was like an eye-opening moment, and then after that I was like, I need to get out of here, I need to move, I need to travel.
Yeah. Oh, I see. So it's all about the travel bug again, yeah? Because you got bitten by the travel bug. You cannot just stay in the US, you cannot just stay in the States.
No, I need to get out.
Yeah, you need to get out.
I need to go to Indonesia for 10 months.
Oh, alright. So, taking a huge step at a young age is naturally intimidating for most people. So, what was your biggest fear back then, and how did you conquer it, and how did you pop your bubble?
Okay, I think the next slide.
The next slide?
Yes, okay. So, I like to say, basically, last April, April 1st, which is actually really ironic because April 1st in the US is something called April Fool's Day, which is where you can like lie to people and then it's like a joke, like the whole day is a complete joke. And so I got the email. I was like, are they like lying to me? But I was just being paranoid. I was like, oh my God, did I get a scholarship and I have, like they're lying to me? No, they were being real with me. Basically, I got the email that was like, Sela, a few weeks ago, they were like, Sela, you are on the wait list. So you got in, but you have to wait for someone to like drop out. And our government, there was a really big, like not confusion, like people didn't know whether or not the funding was still going to be there, which now it's cut, but I'm already here, so they can't take it away from me. But we didn't know, so I bet you I got in because a lot of people were like unsure about it, and then how would I get home, like all these things. So on April 1st, I got the email that was like, Sela, congratulations, you've been accepted into Yes Abroad, and you're gonna go to Indonesia. I didn't even know what country I was going to. I was like, I'm just gonna, yeah, I gotta choose it, or like originally, but because I was on the wait list, I wasn't able to like choose exactly which country. Anyway, so I had 1 week to accept my position. I was like, okay, of course I'm gonna accept it. And like, the first few days were like amazing. Like my dad just got home from California, and so I got to see him, and I was like, Dad, guess what? I like called him while he was like boarding the plane. He was like, oh my God, I'll see you in a few hours, like calm down. My mom was like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God, because I was in class. I was like, oh my God, I'm freaking out, and no one here is like able to like be excited with me. So the first few days were like really like surreal. Like they didn't feel real. I was like, oh my God, what's happening? I might not be here next year. Like I applied for this thinking I was not gonna get in. And so when I got in, I was like started freaking out. I was like, oh my God, am I ready for this? Like what do I do? And I went to a concert with some of my best friends like a few weeks after that, and I was like, wow, I'm really gonna miss this. Like, oh no, like, I don't know. I just started like being like, oh no, what am I gonna miss out on, and what is other people gonna miss out on by not doing this with me? And at first I was really nervous about my, like, here's my friends and here's me, and I really need to like be here and not here. Like I need to like make sure that I'm immersed and that I won't ruin this amazing opportunity that I have for myself by being homesick the whole time and trying to like be at home the whole time, like be in two places at once. You can't do that. So I wrote, I was worried that I was gonna hate it and miss out on my friends and my family activities at home. Like I was worried that I was gonna miss like being an American teenager, and I was gonna miss like the first party, like the first blah blah blah, the whatever, like all the firsts that my friends are going through right now. And honestly, since being here, I really just don't care. Like, I care a lot about my friends and what they're doing and my family, but I don't feel like I'm missing out because I feel like I'm doing so much more here. And I feel like what I'm doing here is just a lot more worth my time. And I hear, like I see photos and I feel a little bit homesick sometimes because I'm like, oh, like, I wish I was at that Halloween party, or like, oh, my friends are all together, my family's all together, and I'm not there. But then I'm like, well, I'll see them next year. And I'm only going to be here for 10 months on this amazing opportunity, so I feel like I really need to remember that and remember that it's temporary, but I should get the most out of it. And so I do not fear this anymore, which I think it took me a long time. This only really came to me like a few months ago, and I've been here for 7 months. So I think this is like an example of personal growth and a change that like some part of me that's changed since being here, which is kind of crazy that you can see it already. But yeah, this is me and my friend after we got an award for a theater performance.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's the sort of thing that I was worried about missing out on. Like if everyone did this and like did something really amazing and I wasn't there for it, I'm like, well, I got an amazing scholarship and no one else did, so that's better than anything. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. If you know that your life here is also amazing,
Of
you also have the best life here, that maybe your friends cannot experience like you.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, the answer is actually really independence, Yashila. So
Yeah.
it's correlated to my next questions actually. My next question is, independence starts with a decision. How did you convince your parents that you were mature enough to be sent to the other side of the world? Because like from the States to Pontianak is a long way, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so honestly, it didn't really take much convincing. Like I had like a little bit of doubt right before I accepted my position, and my mom was like, no, you are gonna take this because you will regret it if you don't. And like I wasn't gonna actually not accept it, but I was like kind of like really nervous about it, like really nervous. I don't know, you're like leaving your family, your comfort where you've grown up for 10 months, and I was actually still 15 when I got the position. I turned 16 like 2 weeks before I left for Indonesia. And so, I don't know, I'm the oldest kid. I have 2 younger brothers. And so starting from like middle school, I've been really independent. Like I take the bus everywhere. I have my driver's license. I have been able to kind of create my own schedule and do everything on my own without much help from my parents. Obviously, I need their house, I need their food, I need their money sometimes, well, all the time. But I've been able to kind of like create like my own, like I can make an income. I've had a job since I was 14.
Wow. Is it
Yeah.
like part-time job?
Yeah, part-time.
What do you do?
On the weekends. I work at a cafe.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's normal, yes, Sela, if students, high school students in the US work part-time job,
Yes.
and then do the scheduling, and then, managing their schedule like you did?
Yeah, I think honestly, I would say I'm actually more independent than a lot of my friends. Mostly because their parents probably have more time for them, but since I have younger siblings that need more attention, they would kind of trust me to get to my friend's house on my own, get to school, have all my materials and books prepared every single day, know what I'm wearing, like all these things, like know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I think that's really helped me when I came here is like, I already had those skills like already from the US, and so like I never needed like my host parents to wake me up, or like I could ask my friends what I'm wearing to school, like the uniform every day, which is really helpful. Something that I've never experienced before is school uniforms, and I still don't like them, but maybe I'll get used to them by the end of this.
Yeah, all right. You can see a lot of students here wearing their uniforms, yeah.
I know. They look really good when they're all together. Like it looks good.
Yeah, it looks
But here's some points that I wrote. Like it's important to remember kind of like main summarized points when you want to go abroad, because it can be really hard mentally, but like keeping an open mind is most important. I'll talk about that later. It's always going to be worth it. If you're doubting yourself, please do it anyway. I don't know why I would have ever not accepted this position. That's like the stupidest decision I would have ever made. Homesickness is inevitable. It will happen to you, and it will hit you harder than you can ever imagine. I thought I would be fine. There were some days where I was not fine, but I'm here. It's okay.
That's okay.
And you need to learn to be comfortable being by yourself. That's one thing that's really important to learn. Like when I first got here, I didn't have very many friends, obviously. I didn't know my host family very well, obviously. I just moved into their house, never met them before. And I really needed like a moment to myself. And I was like, I want to like go get like a matcha. I'll go to the cafe near my house by myself. And I pulled up my laptop. I watched like a movie by myself, and it was great. I like had a really good time. And I was like, if I can do that, I can like go to the gym by myself. Like I can do whatever. I can move across the whole planet by myself. Like I can do this, you know? And so it's like baby steps are really important. And once you learn like those skills, like you're unstoppable. It is scary, but you can do it. Yes. And then the last one is be kind to yourself. I have these things for myself called like a grace period, which is where like if I like feel bad about myself, or like I don't know something, or like I feel like I'm struggling in any way, I say, well, it's my first time doing this, and it's okay if I'm struggling. Kind of like a little bit of time before I'm like, okay, now I should really like get over it and like actually do something about it. But I don't like reject any emotions. Like if you feel sad, feel sad. If you feel angry, like feel angry. And if you don't understand something about this culture, privately deal with it. Like, don't like get angry at other people if like they say something and you're like, what are you trying to say to me? Like, direct communication versus indirect communication. And it still really hits me sometimes. I'm like, why don't you just tell me how you're feeling? Like, I will not be offended, but I know that's not part of the culture here, and so I need to learn how to adapt to that. But there were some times where I was like, oh my God, what do they want to tell me? I have no idea. Like, why is it so hard to communicate with somebody? And so I like let myself be angry about it, and then I was like, okay, and I'd like try to like participate in the conversation very, very politely.
I see.
Yeah.
All right, so give a round of applause of everyone.
I think one thing I like about Sela is I think that is also answering why you are here, why you are the recipient of the prestigious scholarship, because you are already prepared yourself since early age, that you already matured, that you are already independent, yeah, and also how you manage obstacles in your life. I love what you are doing, like you said, if you are angry, just be angry, right?
Yeah.
If you are sad, just be sad. Do not, fake on it. Do not hide your feelings. Just let it out. Is that? I think that is wonderful that you already mentioning that, since I think we are also struggling with that, some of us, like we want to be all right all the time.
Yeah.
We do not know that that is okay, right? All right, if we don't feel okay. Yeah.
Some people even hesitant to grab the opportunity that was given to them.
Yeah.
But here she was brave enough to get the opportunity
Yeah.
for herself. So it's pretty incredible and it's pretty admirable of her.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
So this is the end of segment number 2, Miss.
Yeah.
So after this we're gonna have the first Q&A session.
Okay. Great. Great. So for the Q&A session, we are welcome each of you, if you want to share or maybe same feelings, same situations like Sela, or maybe you have questions, one or two, you are free to let us know. Yes? Anyone? Kalau mau pakai bahasa Indonesia pun boleh, nanti saya terjemahkan.
Okay.
Ya, ayo, siapa yang mau bertanya? Okay, you got one question, two questions. Okay, I'll go there.
Yes.
Okay. Kakak mau pakai bahasa Indonesia, bahasa Pontianak, bahasa mana? Oh, nice. Okay, stand up. You can introduce yourself, name and your school, maybe your
Berarti
university.
kita agak cakap Melayu Sheila ya.
Okay, introduce myself. Let me introduce myself. My name is Najwa. I come from Singapore. And I want to ask you about how you are prepared before go to Indonesia, and like the language, like that, and what your culture shock in Indonesia.
Okay.
For me to ask. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. What's your name? Kak Natasha. Thank you, Kak Natasha. Can we receive one more, or Sela want to answer it first?
I think I should answer,
Yes.
otherwise I'm going to forget the question.
Got it.
So it was how did I prepare and my culture shock. Those are the questions? Okay. How did I prepare? So my program is very involved and very like there for you. Like everything, if you have any problems at all, you can get it basically fixed. So we have something called pre-departure orientation, which is a 3-day orientation in Washington, D.C. So all of the participants of the entire country, going to every country, like not just Indonesia, like Thailand, India, Bosnia, North Macedonia, like everywhere. We all met in Washington, D.C. for 3 days, and they basically talked at us for 3 days, which was really hard for me. There was so much information, like the rules, like what to expect, culture shock, like language, all these things that you were like supposed to remember. But the thing that stuck out to me most was when we went into small groups, and you went with one alumni from Yes Abroad that went to your country. So my alumni, her name was Ava, she went to Surabaya, but she could like speak Indonesian fluently. Like she was like they like chose her as like the representative of that country, and you could ask her anything. You could be like, how do you use the toilet, like the
Gayung.
buckets. Yeah.
Gayung.
I was like, I don't know how to use that. Like you could ask her that, and she would like give you like a demonstration. And
Bucket.
they prepared us with like use your right hand to eat because I've never used my hands to eat before. So they were like, here's how you do it. Here's what to prepare for. They prepared us to greet people like this, like everything that you've never seen in the U.S. So that you have like a little basic, like what's it called, manners before you came here. And to like greet people with like ka and bang instead of just like hi, excuse me. And like make sure you like greet like the teachers in the hallway, like all these things, so that when I came here I wasn't like totally lost. Because like some things you learn through context, most things I did, but most things I was like, wow, if I did not know that, I would be offending so many people without even realizing. And then the language thing, I had never heard it before I came to Indonesia. I knew like terima kasih, that's it. Which like that gets me kind of far, honestly, if I just know that. But before, so I was in Jakarta for 5 days for our orientation with all of the exchange students from all over the world. And then I went to Jogja for 2 weeks for a language camp, which was yes abroad only. The Italians, the Japanese kids didn't get that. And then mostly language, I just learn as I live here. Yeah, like I have lessons weekly with like a teacher here, but mostly it's like my classmates, my teachers, my host family, my friends. So the language part, I'm here to learn about culture, which includes language, but we're not like required to take a test when we get back. So it's like mostly up to you. And so they didn't really prepare us for language specifically before we came here, mostly just like mannerisms and manners. Yeah. Okay, culture shocks. Definitely the way that people communicate was really hard for me. Like when my host family would be like, Sela, maybe you should come home a little bit earlier. And I was like, oh yeah, I should, that means come home earlier. Not like maybe, like I can be like, well, you said maybe. Because my parents in the US, I could be like, well, you said maybe, so I didn't actually have to come home. Which, that's just like how I communicate with my parents, because it's very direct. But, or like, maybe you should wear something a little bit more modest, something like that. And it's like, oh yeah, I should. Or like, Sela, blah, blah, blah. Like, you should wake up a little earlier. It's something that like I need to learn through context, and that was really hard for me when I first got here. The toilets were really hard. I've never used water before. We use tissues in the US. It's very hot here. The food is really spicy. They say it's not spicy, it's spicy. Like I can't trust it at the restaurants. I can't trust it. And then mostly like how people like, this is actually one of the biggest things, is how people need to know so many details about you. So in the US, if you say more than your name, you're basically telling them too much. Like I never told anyone my age, where I live, what school I go to, where I'm from, like anything. I just be like, hi, I'm Sela, thank you, that's it. And here people like my Grab drivers would be like, oh my God, where do you go to school? Where are you from? How old are you? Like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, oh my God, like I don't know you. And so that's one thing that I was really not used to, but now I realize like it's fine. Like they're not gonna go and knock on my door and be like, hey, you know, they won't do that. But that's one thing that took a little bit of getting used to. Yeah. Sorry, that was a really long answer, but thank you for your questions.
Okay, give her a round of applause untuk kakak ya. Thank you so much. Sudah menjawab? Sudah. Boleh silakan untuk menanya dulunya. The second question. Oh, so many people want to question Sela ya all of a sudden. Why did you raise your hand back then? Okay, it's okay. We're gonna have another session after this. It's okay.
Okay, hello. My name is Sela. I'm from Mumbawa.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I have some question for you. Before that, sorry if my English bad. I'm still learning.
Your English is good.
Yeah, it's good.
Sheila said it's good.
Okay, so I want to ask you, what was your first impression when you arrived in Indonesia? And how do you adapt yourself in Indonesia Indonesia, especially in Pontianak. And last, and what do you like most in Pontianak? Maybe about food or place or culture in another thing. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your question. Okay, my first impression of Indonesia. Okay, so I came from summer. I came from July, and it was already really hot where I live. Hot. I thought it was hot. It was not hot. Jakarta, I landed in Jakarta. I had sweatpants and a hoodie, and I walked out of the airport, and I was immediately like, oh my god, it's too hot, and it's so humid here. And then I didn't really leave the hotel because we had our orientation. But I remember, like, okay, in the US, there's a lot of like racial diversity. Like, there's people from all over the world in one place. And in Indonesia, it's less of that. It's not as much diversity, which is why people know that I'm not from here by the way that I look immediately, which surprises me. I'm like, what? Like, how did you know? And they're like, oh, your face looks different. I'm like, oh, okay. Or maybe I look confused. I don't know. Apparently, I always look confused. So I think it was definitely too hot for me when I first got here. And then first impressions. I think definitely the heat was something really, like, because it's always there. And, like, the houses here are, like, more open. There's, like, windows open, the doors are open, and so you feel it, unless you're in your room with the air conditioning, most houses. And so I was really, really not used to the heat, and I think I still am not.
Okay.
But that's my first impressions, and I think everyone here is really kind. Like, it did not take me very long to make friends and for people to, like, welcome me like family, which is something that you don't see in the US as much. It's more, like, private and closed off. And so, yeah. Even if I didn't speak your language at all and I had no idea what I was doing, you guys still, like, welcomed me, you know? Yeah. And then, what do I like about Indonesia? Wait, I'm so sorry. First impressions?
How do you adapt?
Oh, how do I adapt? Okay. I think having an open mindset is really important. Like, making sure I'm not, like, rejecting something just because I'm not used to it. So, like, if I don't know what kind of food this is, I'll be like, what is this? And then eat it anyway, even if I'm like, oh, what? I've never heard of that before. Like, what? You eat this? Because, like, I might love it. I don't know. I've never tried it before. So I think having an open mind and, like, understanding that, like, you don't have to love everything. Not everything has to be perfect. You don't have to, like, I romanticize things a lot to make it so that I have a better time here. Like, oh, I'm too hot. My head hurts. I don't want to be in class anymore. But guess what? I'm 16 and I'm studying abroad. And I remember all those videos that I saw online that was like, wow, that's so cool. And so I think making it so that I have a good time, like, telling myself I'm having a great time and I'm loving it here has really helped me just, like, automatically like it, you know, like, fake it till you make it kind of thing. And I think that really helps. Like, the mindset is what you have to be really strong with. And then my favorite thing about Pontianak, I think the people. I don't know. I didn't really spend enough time in any other city to really know the people. But I think the people here, like, my class was so welcoming and so kind. Like, if I had trouble, like, ordering something or, like, I did not know, like, where I was or what I was doing, like, even if I didn't know the person, they would immediately be like, oh, do you need help? Like, what's wrong? Can I help you? Like, what do you need? And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so kind. And I think that's something that I will be really sad to lose when I go back to the US. Yeah.
Yeah. We are happy listening your experience while you are here in Indonesia. But yeah, maybe you have heard that Indonesian people is well known by their hospitality. Yeah, Indonesia is well known with the hospitality, good hospitality. They are good with the neighbors. Yeah, we love working together. Yeah, everything, not everything. Some occasion will be done together with our neighbors, family, like a big party. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Indonesian people have like a very big community engagement.
Yes, the
Mhm.
community.
Yeah, because we are very friendly with everyone.
Yes,
Basically.
yes, friendly. Kakak, is that all answering your questions? Yeah. Okay, Kak Laura.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. So this is going to be the end of the first Q&A session. We're going to be doing the next segment, yeah, Sheila?
Yes.
Segment number 3 is the growth spurt. Okay. Do you have still anything? Okay, in your PPT? Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
You can go ahead.
Oh no, this is for the next question.
For the next questions? Okay.
Yeah, what did you stand out?
Okay, so I'm going to be asking the first question first. So it's about the challenges and transformation kind of thing. We're talking about independence, right? So what was your most stuck moment in US where you can just call your parents and have to figure out entirely by yourself?
This one's hard.
Oh, it's on hard?
Yeah, because I don't remember like a specific moment. I just remember like figuring it out. Like one time, my friends and I decided that we were gonna go shopping in the mall that was like an hour away.
Wow.
We're like, let's do it. No, actually. Okay, I'll tell 2 stories. They'll be really quick, I promise. Okay, so we decided that we wanted to go shopping, and we didn't have very much battery on our phones. Like we weren't like in our city. We were like in a different city. So we were like, okay, how do we get home? Like we didn't even think about it. I don't know what we were doing. We were like, I think 14 or 15. And so we had to take the bus home. But the problem is it wasn't a direct bus. We had to like transfer like 3 times because oh my God. And then we were like, do we go to your house or my house? Like, what time is it? Where are we supposed to go? And it was kind of just like a adventure. Like, it was like really fun, but it was definitely not the smartest thing. And I think I learned a lot from that in the sense of like, let's have more of a plan next time. Let's make sure our phones are charged. Let's make sure we have money. And let's make sure people know where we are. Because I remember coming back home and my parents were like, so where were you and why? And I was like, yeah, sorry. Like, I did not want to be there either. But there's another time when my cousin and I were going to go visit my other cousin. So they're siblings. One of them's in college. One of them's my age. And so me and my one cousin, we were like, let's go visit our cousin in college. And like, it was like 3 hours away. And so we like bought our we got bus tickets for the 2 of us. We had like our bags and everything. His parents, like my aunt and my uncle, dropped us off at the bus station, like not near our houses, like across the river from our house. And they dropped us off. They're like, okay, text us like when you get on and text us when you get there. And we're like, okay. So we get there and there's a line of people. And we're like, that's so weird. Like, why are we not getting on the bus? Like, what's happening? Because the bus isn't there. The bus apparently broke down like 20 minutes away, and now we can't get on the bus. So we're like, oh shoot, what do we do? And no one is helping. Everyone just like kind of walked away. I was like, wait, where's everyone going? Like, how do they know what to do? And this was our 10th grade year. Yeah, 10th grade. So this was actually last year. This was like a year ago. And so like we already have these tickets bought. We paid a lot of money for them, and like we still need to get there. Like we still have plans like tonight, like with our cousin for dinner or something. And so we're like, okay, so what do we do? So we go into the station, and we're like, hey, like the bus broke down. They're like, yeah, we heard. Like we're sending you on a train. We're like, a train? Like what? Like now we gotta tell like our cousin like where we're gonna be picked up, like a completely different part of the city that we're going to. It's like, oh my God, she doesn't have a car there because college is expensive. So we're like, oh my God, what are we doing? Like, what train do we go on? Like, are we guaranteed a seat? Because all these people on this bus like need to go on this train. The train's already booked. Like all these things. Do we have to pay more? Basically, we had to figure it out by asking a ton of people. We got like kicked out of the line because we were standing there for too long. I was like, oh my God. Yeah. But anyway, we ended up doing it without anyone's help, which is actually like, I'm really proud of us. But it was definitely one of those moments where I was like, wow, this would have been really nice if someone just told us exactly what to do instead of figuring it out like this. Yeah.
So yeah, based from experience came solutions as well, yeah?
Adventures.
Okay, so maybe from your experience, you will be like implementing it too in Pontianak also. So living with a host family means adapting to a stranger's rules, right? So how did you balance staying true to your own identity while respecting their culture?
Okay, before we get to that question, because that is a different slide, can I explain this slide first? Okay, so here's how to stand out, I think, as like an applicant in this sort of thing. Be yourself. So these people that are gonna give you this money to go abroad, they're gonna interview you. And they're gonna be like, why do you wanna do this? And if you give them like a robotic kind of answer, like I wanna do this because I think it's gonna look really good on my college applications and blah, blah, blah. They're gonna like say it like really monotone, like really like, I rehearse this in my head. Like they're gonna be like, okay, next, like immediately. Like I think that goes for college too, or like applying for a visa, like for everything that you really want, you have to like make sure it's authentic. And so I was like, well, I want to do this because of this is this, and I was really like, I prepared answers, but I didn't really know what they were going to ask me. Like they could have asked me literally anything. And so I kind of just answered them in a way that felt natural, in a way that like wasn't fake. Like I didn't lie, I didn't exaggerate anything. I just told them exactly like who I am and why I want to do this. Because they invest in a human, not a robot. So, and don't just say what you think they want to hear, like say what you actually want to say and like say your actual answer. And then here are some pictures of me. That's me at lunch. That's me also at lunch, but that's in the summer and this is in the winter, so inside versus outside. And then this is me and my friends. We were going bowling after our soccer season as like a closing party. But yeah, this is like me being myself. Like I took these photos, but I wasn't like trying to do anything for anyone. I was just myself, you know?
Yeah, just be yourself.
Yeah, that's like the most important thing. And like don't overthink it. That's the thing. Like don't think what do they want to hear. Just answer the question. Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much, Sela, for the tips. Yeah, I think this is a good tips, everyone. If you want to do like interview for the scholarship,
Yes.
or probably maybe work interview,
Yeah.
job interview,
Yeah.
Be yourself. Yeah, that's the key. Yes, Sela?
Yes.
Be yourself. Okay.
Okay, I think the next slide has the answer to this question. But I don't know.
Aww.
Is that the question?
Yes. So
Okay.
That's okay. Just go.
If I could travel back in time to right before I left, what message would I give my younger self? Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is actually the next question, but yeah, that's okay. So there's actually another question, guys. If you could travel back in time to right before you left, what message would you give to your younger self, hesitant self?
Okay, so this is my younger self. I'm like, I think 2 or 3 here. Thank you. I thought the color of my hoodie matched the theme of the slide, so I added it. Anyway, so a few bullet points to summarize. I've already talked about these things, but just like really tell you, it's gonna be scary. Do it anyway, because you're never gonna be fully ready to do something. You just have to do it. Otherwise, you're staying in your comfort zone forever, and then you're not gonna grow, and it's gonna be a life not lived to your fullest potential. Okay, culture shock is inevitable. Same with homesickness. You can try to prepare as much as you want for that, but it will still hit you, and you still have to learn how to be okay with it. And that's the thing, like you can't ever get rid of it. You don't try to fix it, you try to live with it, you know? Keeping an open mind. Obviously, I've said this before, please keep an open mind. It's not about what can I change about this culture to make it more comfortable for me. It's about like what can I change about myself to make myself more comfortable here? Like what do I have to do to make myself more comfortable here? Rely on your host community. That's like really important, because when I'm feeling really bad and my family's asleep, what am I supposed to do? Distract myself by hanging out with my host brothers, or like go on a walk, or like go to a cafe, or hang out with my friends, watch a movie. Like do something that is comforting and distracting, and maybe like even gets me like a new adventure or like a new memory with somebody here. And then be proud of yourself. Guys, it's really hard, and I have to remember that I'm like only 16, and then like if I feel like really, really angry and I really, really want to go home, like it's okay. Like just feel angry, and then the next time I'm like fine, you know? Like I'm really proud that I'm here, and I think it's really like such a good opportunity. I'm really glad that I did it. Yeah.
Sela, I love it. I love the photos with you on the boots.
Yes,
That's such a big boots. Can you go back with the photos?
yeah, those are my mom's boots.
Aww.
She actually still has them, I think. And then I'm a diehard Lakers fan since birth,
What is
clearly.
Lakers? Maybe some.
Yeah, Lakers is one of the Los Angeles NBA basketball teams. So we have the Clippers and Lakers. My dad grew up in Los Angeles, and he hates the Clippers. There's two teams, and he's like, Lakers forever. I'm like, okay, Lakers forever. So I guess I'm born into a Lakers family. Even though my city also has a team, we don't even cheer for them. Just the Lakers.
Just the Lakers.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. That's cute, Paula. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Okay, this is your question.
Yeah, this is my question. Still remember the question?
Repeat the question.
Okay. Living with a host family means adapting to a stranger's world, right? So how did you balance staying true to your own identity while respecting their cultures?
Yeah, okay. So, again, you don't need to agree with everything that your host family your host community offers. You don't need to agree with the specific comments they make or the way that they think. You just need to participate and choose whether or not you want to really put that into your own values. Because no one's going to tell you have to think like this, but you have to be respectful and you have to be polite. That's one thing that you need to remember. And I remember, sometimes I'm like, wow, I'm really uncomfortable right now. What am I doing? This is terrible. I really don't like this. And then I'm like, I don't actually have to agree with this. I just have to be here right now, and then I can move on. And listen to your instincts. If something feels bad, maybe it is bad. Maybe it's just an uncomfortable moment and you're not used to publicly speaking. That's not you're gonna die. But if something feels bad, your friends at school or making comments about someone, one of your classmates, and it's really mean, and it's about something that they can't control, their looks, or maybe they have a special need, they need extra time on a test, or I don't know, something. It feels really wrong to me to make fun of someone for that. And so whenever I notice it, I don't participate, and I either call it out or I just don't participate, because my morals and my values are be kind to people. You don't know what they're going through. So that's one example of I don't agree, but I'm gonna politely keep myself out of it. And then last thing is for your own comfort is keeping daily habits from home. I know makeup is not allowed in Indonesia at schools, but one part of me that I do every single day in the US is wear mascara. And so I wear that every single day because it makes me feel confident and it makes me feel like myself. I feel like I look different with or without it, which is probably not true. But that's one thing that my school has kind of let me do. Because they I don't know, I just really appreciate that. It's part of my habits. I do it anyway. Having a nice comforting dessert or wearing something that makes you feel comfortable, even if it's not the same as Indonesian style, or listening to comforting music, watching movies. All of these things are still part of you. And you need to remember that they are part of you, and even if you're uncomfortable, you still have these things. Not everything has to be completely different, Yeah.
I see. That's great, Sheila. Okay, we're gonna be moving on to the next question. So in here, time and money management are pillars of independence, of course,
Yes.
for you who came from the States, right? And then how did you learn to manage both without anyone looking over your shoulder?
Yeah, I think there's a slide for this.
Next one, please. The slides.
Yes, okay, it was correct order. Okay, so here's time and here's money. I would say my job actually taught me everything I need to know about both of these things, which is a unique situation. So basically, I work for 5-ish hours at a time, sometimes 6, and I have that amount of time to get everything done. So I do the dishes, I clean, I make sure the front of the cafe has all of their desserts and all of their drinks and all the ingredients. I make sure the back of the kitchen. I work at a cafe / bakery, so it has both. And I make sure that they have all of their dishes are clean and dry, exactly where they need to be. Everything is in place. They have everything stocked, and the ice is stocked. The milk is there, and it's all of these things, like my job at the cafe is to be invisible. People need to, like I need to keep up so that people don't notice that their things are being like running low or like too much or something. And so I learned about time where I need to clock in, like start my shift and clock out at the correct times. Otherwise, they're going to be paying me over, and no one wants that because everyone deserves to be paid equally. So I learned that I need to finish my mopping at 12 so I can clock out on time by 12:30. Is like a way for me to like really learn. And I remember when I first started, I was not on time and I needed help from like my fellow coworkers. And I think what you learn is like you kind of learn from experience. So like here, the traffic levels are different than they are in the U.S. Like the sun sets and rises at different times, and so I'm not used to that, and I need to like adapt to that. So time, I learned from flying by myself. That was really scary. First time flying was on like this exchange, and I need to be like, okay, I need to be at the airport this time, I need to be at my gate this time, like all these things. And no one was there to like hold my hand and do it with me, so I had to do it by myself. Different traffic levels, different routines, like what time do I need to wake up for school, because I wake up a lot earlier here. In the US, I go to school at 8:30. Here, I go to school at 7. And setting clear boundaries, like I need to go to bed at this time, otherwise I'm going to wake up feeling like a zombie. Or I need to get off my phone because this is just really bad for me. Like all these things is like my own self, like regulating them so that I can live the life that I really want to. And then money. So I'm here through a full scholarship. I get money to spend while I'm here, but if I want to like buy new shoes or I want to like buy some food after school, that's my money. And if I'm spending it on things that I don't actually like really need, like if I go to like the mall and I buy a ton of stuff, that's like probably not the smartest thing to do when I need to like pay for my lunch tomorrow. You know, like I would really rather have lunch tomorrow than like a new pair of pants, like just that I would wear like once a month. So I think having a job really taught me that this is my money and it is not infinite. Money is not infinite, guys.
Yeah.
And you need to like really, like, you learn the value of your money. And I think like when you're on your own, you have to like really know it. And budgeting is really helpful. Like, oh, I spent this much today, maybe I should spend a little less tomorrow, or make sure I have like saved enough for what I actually need, and prioritizing your needs versus your wants. And something that I found in Indonesia that you can do is bargaining. I love bargaining because what do you mean I can ask for a lower price? Like that's so nice. You can't really do that with things in the US as much.
Yeah. So yeah. Alright, so when it comes to be handling time and money, you may experience burnouts or even homesickness from it. So what mental strategies did you use to keep going?
Yeah. I think there's another slide for this.
Next slide,
I actually don't know. Okay. So homesickness and burnout is like, I don't know. It's really something that you can't actually imagine before you experience it. Because especially as someone who's lived in the same place my whole life, with the same people and like the same environment, everything is like the same. So it was very like comfortable. Like I was totally comfortable in my city. So the truth about homesickness, it's never gonna fully go away. You can feel homesick but not actually want to go home. Like I can feel really homesick, but I don't actually want to leave Indonesia yet. Like I still have so much to do here, you know? And I think that's something that I was like really struggling. Like when you imagine homesickness, it's like, oh, I need to go home right now. I hate this place. I really miss my home. I miss like my food and my family, my like, I don't know. But I don't actually want to go home yet. I just like feel really bad in the moment. And usually it hits me most when I've had a bad day. Like something at school went wrong, or I was really tired, or like I just did not understand something that someone was trying to tell me, or like my brain is really tired from using a different language, all these things. And then I come home and I'm like, wow, I really wish I was like at home where it's comfortable. After I return home, I'm probably gonna feel homesick for Indonesia. I went to Bali for 1 week with my cohort from other cities in Indonesia. And I came home, I was like, oh my God, I miss my host family. I was like, what? I was gone for 1 week. What am I gonna do when I'm like don't know if I'm ever gonna see them again? So I think it's like if you really establish yourself as like a member of the community here and you really like keep an open mind, do everything, you're gonna feel homesick. Like your home is not gonna feel like your home completely. Actually, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not even home yet, but I know that I will miss this place a lot, and that's like kind of like reverse homesickness. And like when I go back to the U.S., I'm gonna feel reverse culture shock, which is kind of scary. And it's gonna hit you at the most random times, like when you're really tired or when you're like already like really fed up with the day. You're like, oh my god. And strategies I use. Remember why I'm here? I'm here because I wanted to be here. Basically, that's like I need to remind myself that like I'm here because I got myself here. So I need to be sad and then get over it so I can actually enjoy being here and not being sad that I'm not somewhere else. Listening to comforting music, eating comforting foods, watching comforting films, those are all things that are really helpful in terms of like a little escape into like, this is where I'm from, this is like what feels comfortable and nice to me. And figuring out what my body really needs. Maybe I'm really sleep deprived. Maybe I'm really hungry. Maybe I haven't drinking water. Maybe I need to go pee. You know, like those things are like, you don't realize them when you're like so in your head. And so like taking a moment to just like breathe and be like, okay, drink some water, eat some food, get some sleep. That's really important, guys. I will feel better automatically. And then talking to your host community and making sure you find like a little outlet and distraction will get your mind off homesickness right away. Like once you find something that you like to do or like you're having a good conversation with somebody, it's gone, you know? Like you'll think about it next time you feel really bad, but that moment is not right now, and that's good. That's what you need.
Wow, I see. So comprehensive explanation, yeah. But I like it the way you explain it, Sela. I know that homesickness, maybe some of us never experience it, but yeah, once you experience it, remember what Sela said that face it, yeah, and try to find something that you are really enjoying to do. Like you said, watching movie or listening music. But I'm curious, what kind of movie that you find comfortable to watch when you find yourself homesick?
Yeah, so for example, Christmas. My host family doesn't celebrate Christmas, and so it was like really shocking to me, like how normal of a day it was in Indonesia versus how like extraordinary of a day it was for me in the US.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean we wake up and it's just like a normal day? Like it's Christmas. Anyway, so I was just like, oh. And I usually watch like certain movies with my family every year. And so I made sure to like watch all of them. I was like, I need to make sure that like I'm still celebrating it. It's still like part of me and I'm not missing out. Like I may not be there, I may not be eating the same foods as them, but at least I'm like participating. That made me feel a little bit better. Like I'm not like losing. Like it's not completely just like not here at all. Like I still have a little part of that, and I think that made me feel better in terms of films. Like Halloween movies, the movie that I watched during Thanksgiving, I watch all of those to make myself feel better.
I see. All right. So the movie has some of sentimental value.
Yeah.
It's just not random Netflix movies that you watch, but the movies that has story.
Yes.
behind it.
I see. So Sheila, you still have some slides on your PPT, right?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, maybe we can just go through it, and then maybe you can explain from here.
Yeah. Okay, so what am I, like you achieve a lot of things while you're here. There's a lot of things that you gain. Like maybe you gain the ability to speak another language. Or maybe you like gain a ton of friends. You're like, yeah, I did that. Maybe a lot of Instagram followers. I don't know. One thing that I think that is the most, like, it's not invisible, but it's really hard to see in yourself when you're here. And I have this list and like the knowledge of this, not because of me, but because of what people have told me about me. So like I will call my mom and she'll be like, wow, I would have never expected you to say that. Or like I'll call my friends and be like, wow, why would you ever say that? Like that's so immature. But it's really like, it's like the kind of like shocking moments. So personal growth can look and feel very different. It can look like you're not caring about the same things that you did when you were like before, like pre-exchange. Feeling real empathy for a new environment, and like that means that you really like you care about where you are, and like you're not just some foreigner that is here for 10 months. Like you really like put in work to like immerse yourself in this city. Confidence, being able to self-regulate emotions, that's like one of the biggest things that I think I have learned because I have to. You're like forced to do that. Like if I had to do that thing during my exams before this, I would have been like, nah, I don't need to do that. It's fine, because I didn't. But now I like need to, you know? Ability to own mistakes and learn from them is really important. Like if I decided to crumble and cry every time I made a mistake here, I would not exist anymore. Because I have made so many mistakes. And if I'm just like, okay, I made a mistake, I'm really sorry, and I learned from it, now we can move on, and I won't make this mistake again. But it's like mistakes are part of it. You need to not like, you need to be able to take criticism and critique and be able to take it instead of like being offended by it. That's really important. And then not thinking everything is embarrassing. This comes with like maturity and confidence and like what's it called? Self-confidence, like you're like sure of yourself. It's not thinking everything is embarrassing. Like if I thought that singing in front of my class was embarrassing before this, which is true, I actually have not done that, but my teachers have really been trying to get me to do that. Or like I have like a storytelling event in Mandarin in front of my school. That's going to be really hard for me. And in the US, I would be like, no, I would never do that. That's so embarrassing. But now I'm like, maybe I should do it. Like maybe I should just embrace it, and it's a new opportunity. Like it's not embarrassing. It's like an opportunity. You know, you kind of change the way you think of things. But that's what it can look like. It can actually feel really terrible because I have definitely not been like this the whole time. I've been like this most of the time, like mentally when I'm trying to figure myself out. So it can feel anxious, like a lot of anxiety, really uncomfortable. It means that you're outside your comfort zone. Like you can't see that, but you'll feel it. Lonely, like you're distancing and misunderstanding from past relationships. This is one of my biggest fears before I came to Indonesia, was that I would not have the same relationship with my friends when I came back. And I'm already seeing that I will not, but I'm okay with it because it means that I'm growing. And that's what's most important for me, and I'm proud of myself. Like, I would rather be here and learn, like, mature more than like be in my comfort zone for another year of American high school. Questioning norms. That's like questioning things like, oh, is this like, how do I say this? Like, is this normal to feel like this? Or like, why would people like all gang up on someone? Why would you do that? Like, that's not cool. It may feel like you're losing your identity because you're changing so quickly and you're changing like a lot, but you're not. You're just becoming more yourself, actually. And then delayed gratification. This will not like come like you'll be like, okay, I was gone for 1 week. I should feel different. I look different. I like think differently now. No. I've been here 7 months and I still think I have a lot to learn about myself and about things here. But I've also already learned a lot, and that took 7 months, you know? Yep. This is personal growth. It's really hard for you to see and for you to like understand that it's a good thing in the moment, but I've had so many people tell me, Sela, you've grown so much, like you're so mature now, Sela, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, really? But yeah, I think it's true. Like honestly, like these things I've started to notice, and these things I felt the whole time. So I had to be doing something, right, you know?
Can you go to the next slide?
Okay, my future plan. People ask me this all the time, like, oh, what do you want to do after high school? Guys, I don't know. I really don't. So I said maybe go to college. Like that's like my plan. Maybe I'll take a gap year, but my base plan is I'm going to go to college. I'm going to go to school, and then maybe I study political science or international relations, maybe even law. I was really into law before I got here, but now I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea. And then I was like, well, if I want to do that, I want to like move more. Like I feel like after I go out of the country one time, I want to like move more. I can't stay in one place the whole time. So I'm like, well, then that's going to be really expensive. Oh my God. Basically, I just want to travel, and I need enough money, so I'm going to look for more scholarships. But this is my plan. It's really, really solid. And then this is me doing pantun in front of a ton of people.
Wow.
You do pantun?
Yeah, I can't say one right now. I'm so sorry. I forgot it.
That's okay.
But I did in front of some people in
Nice.
December. Yeah.
I see.
But my real plan is to be happy. That's my plan. You know, how we get there may be a little bit of a struggle, but we're going to get there. Okay, so the difference between traveling and actually living in a new country are like really, really different things. So traveling is like very temporary. You have like the pre-existing mindset that you're going to leave this place in like 2 weeks. And you don't really need to respect the culture as much because you're like, oh, it's fine. Like, I'll just leave in a few weeks. Like, you're kind of here. Like, everything is very convenient. It's like very like, I'm going to spend a lot of money because why not? Like, I'm on vacation here. Or like, I'm only going to be here once. Let's do the craziest thing. But living, I feel like, gives you more of a respect and a perspective of the people that are here. And you make like real lasting relationships. Because like if I was just in Pontianak for 2 weeks, I would definitely not get to know my host family, my school this well at all. I can compare it from like my Taiwan trip to my Indonesia trip, like my experiences. My Taiwan, I don't really keep in contact with anyone anymore, even though I lived with someone for a whole week. But here, I guarantee you I will stay in contact with people here. I hope so. And I think like before I came to Indonesia, I didn't really know any places besides Jakarta and Bali. Sorry, guys. It's true. And I think that's what most people think. If anything, they probably don't even know Jakarta, which is just really disappointing. But you know what? Now that I'm here, I know more. And I think when I first came here, they were like, don't expect it to be like Bali at all. Like, it's not going to be a vacation. You're going to struggle. You're going to be uncomfortable. It's not going to be paradise. And I think like remembering that was really important. Is like living is more about immersiveness and like respect, and vacation is just like for you, you know? Yeah. Next slide. Okay, practical advice from me. So these are funny photos of me in Pontianak because I realized they've all been from the US and here like me and my friends from school. So baby steps are key. Here's like a little like few ways to become more independent while you're still in your home. So learning how to cook for yourself is really important. Like right now I don't have to worry about that because I'm in a family, like a home here. But let's say I want to go to college and I'm like, oh my God, I'm really hungry, but I don't want to spend like $15 on a small sandwich or something. That's a lot of money for a sandwich, by the way. And that's how the US prices are, which sucks. So I'm going to learn how to make that for myself so I don't have to like spend a bunch of money and like go through that every single day. Creating budgets so you learn how to work with your money that you earn and learn the value of your money. Being accountable for chores is something that's really easy to do. Like, you're going to have to learn how to do this when you're on your own anyway. Might as well start when people can still help you, like at home. Eating healthy without anyone telling you is really important, and learning how to make yourself food that's healthy and healthy habits like exercising, drinking a lot of water without someone like nagging you, because there's going to be a time where people won't be doing that. And being comfortable with being alone, like I said, is really important. Being able to say no, that's really important. If someone is like, do you want to go out tonight? And you're like thinking about it, you're like, I mean, I don't want to like offend them. Like I do, but I also have like a class really early tomorrow morning, and you don't have someone to like get permission from. It's all up to you. You need to be the one that's like, no, I'm really sorry, maybe next time. And setting up for yourself and your needs. Like if you are really tired, maybe don't do the activity with your friends. And then it'll always be worth it to do an exchange here. I just want to put that out there. Guys, if you have the opportunity, please. It's so fun and it's so worth it.
Nice. Okay, everyone, please give applause to. That's really great. Sela, I have a question. It's a quick question. Why do you think that important? Because you put it in the first advice.
Oh, honestly, it was the only one. It was the first one that I thought of, but I think it's really important because it saves you money. It saves you time if you like prep everything. It saves you a lot of stress,
Yeah.
and it's just an important skill. Like it's like a way to take care of
It
yourself.
is like a survival skills.
Yes.
Cooking, guys, remember, learn how to cook, okay?
Alright.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Alright, thank you so much, Sela, for the amazing talk show of our
Yes.
students. So, we're going to be opening up the next session for Q&A. This is
Yes,
the
yes, yes.
Q&A. Maybe, a lot of people are already eager to raise their hands. Maybe,
choose.
yeah, you can choose the
Wait,
first that you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. Maybe we can count from 1 to 3 first, guys. Yeah. Put your hands down first. Turunin tangan niyo dulu, Bang. Okay. So in 3, 2, 1.
Nah.
I saw you guys first.
Okay.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Okay, Kakak. One more? One more?
And then those girls over there were raising their hands first earlier.
Yang
So one
mana?
of you.
Coba.
Which one?
Coba. Yang di sini tadi yang angkat tangan, yang belakang?
Yeah.
Kakak. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Kakak. Oke.
Boleh berdiri di
Sini? Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes.
Hello everyone, my name is Ningsih and I'm from SMA Negeri 3 Pontianak and I do have a question for you. I noticed that you emphasize a lot about communicating and spending time with your community, and that got me thinking, what are new activities that you experienced here and most enjoy here? What I mean by that is activities that are done as much in America. And then my next question is, what activities are usually done in an American group?
Ooh,
Thank you
okay.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So one thing that they actually told us about before we came to Indonesia that I was still really surprised about was like how the time spent together is not like an activity. You're just like together, and that's the activity. And so like sometimes on the weekends, I'll be like, I should be doing something right now. Because in the US, I'm always doing something all the time. I'm never at home. I'm like extremely busy. And here, like, my host family will like play video games and they'll be like, yeah, do you want to watch or whatever? And like, we'll all like watch something and it just feels like really nice to just be together. And it's very like calm and relaxed and slow. And I feel like that's something that I do a lot here. Is just like when we go to the cafe, we're spending like 5 hours there just like hanging out. Even if it's like on your phones together, like at least you're together, you know? And I really like the togetherness is something. But in terms of like activities, I've done a lot of events like this and like speaking and sharing, which is always really fun to like meet new people that have like similar dreams as me, and then I get to like see like me inspiring them. It's just like so cool. Oh my god, I did that. Like what? And then something from my school is badminton. I've never played it before, and it was really fun. I'm really bad at it, but you know what? It's fine. It's really fun. And then in the US, it's mostly like what I do with my friends is we go to like get something to eat, and then we like talk for a little bit, and then we go thrifting. I go thrifting all the time, and I feel like here there's not as much of like a thrifting culture. Like it's like more of like a mall culture, which I'm not used to, and so it's kind of just like the mutually you guys have something to do, but you're also talking. Or we'll just like, I like to cook with my friends in the US. Like we'll go to someone's house and we'll make dinner for the whole family. That's always really fun. It's like part of like the family, like, oh, I'm part of the family and helping cook. But that's me and my friends. Other people, I don't even know. Like you just like go in someone's car, you walk, drive around, you talk. Yeah. Thank you for your question.
Ready? Okay. The next question is Kakak. Kakak boleh maju? Ada slide yang sebelum thank you, silakan. Ya.
Okay, so hi everyone and hi Sela. My name is Nikita and I just have a few questions. One was, how did you qualify for the scholarship? Like maybe you had some academic achievements. And also my friend also had one question. She asked what was the first country you applied for before getting on the wait list and sent to?
Okay.
That's all? Thank you.
Wait, the first question.
First question was how did you qualify?
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Okay.
Thank you, Kak.
So I think about this all the time, which is like, how did I actually get into this program? And I don't know if there's like one thing. I have to say I had perfect grades, all 100s in all my classes. But that's not what they take you for. They don't take you for perfect grades. So I don't know if it really did very much. Like, it's going to help me a lot in terms of money for college, I hope. But I don't think that's what they really focused on. I did a lot of like different kinds of extracurriculars. I did soccer, I did theater, I did that constitution team thing. So I did like sports, arts, and academic, and those are like my things. Like I did those like all the time. I spent all my time on those things, and I think because it's such a range, maybe that helped like show me as like a more well-rounded person. But honestly, I got the grades because I wanted the grades and not because I cared about what I was learning in class, which is kind of sad, but whatever. I just wasn't interested in it. I just wanted a grade. So yeah, and then the next one, I chose Malaysia as my first one because I knew I wanted to be somewhere in Asia, and I knew that Malaysia spoke Mandarin, and I wanted to practice my Mandarin. But I think I went to Kuching with my host family and my school 2 times, and Malaysia is a little bit more similar to the US in terms, maybe it's just because it was a big city, but I think me being in Indonesia is more outside my comfort zone because it's way more different than the US. And so I'm actually glad that I didn't get Malaysia because I think I'm growing more here than somewhere that's more similar to my home. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Just give a round of applause for Fhoenna. So before closing today's session, I think there's a quote at the end of your presentation, right? Yeah, I think we would love to hear what that's about. Can you go to the previous slides, please? Back, yeah.
Oh yeah, this is like my one sentence summarizing everything. So always keep an open mind and take care of yourself and remind yourself to be proud, even the smallest of achievements.
Yep, came from Sela, 2026.
Yep.
Alright, so that's the end of the topic show for today. Of course, we're going to be moving on to the Kahutinians,
Yay.
So I think everybody is already prepared their notes. Maybe they already I'm going to ace this Kahoot. Yeah, so let's go to the Kahoot, and maybe you can just scan the barcode or answer the game pin, everyone. And then Sheila, we're gonna see who's gonna win today's Kahoot. Yeah?
Okay, I need to get some water.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Can you hold this? Thank you.
Okay. If you guys want to move forward, boleh juga ya pengen ke depan. Siapa tahu pengen scan lebih dekat juga boleh, nggak apa-apa. Okay, so many people already answered the room. We got Natasha, we got Fhoenna, we got Pandu, Tropical Dragon 68. Okay. Okay.
So Kak Wawa, maybe you want to spoil, spill a little bit about the questions. What will the question be about?
If they pay attention to the show or PPT, they're going to be doing the Kahoot.
Nice. So the questions will be about what Sela already mentioned. Okay.
So remember, what did Sheila say?
Where is Sela from?
Where is Sheila from?
Is that?
Maybe. Yeah. Okay. We cannot spill everything, Sheila. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We have Kevin, we have Talon, and Pam. Okay. Annisa, Najwa. So many people already entered our room. Yeah, there is already 51 people. Wow. Okay, Abraham, okay, the president joining us as well. Alright. Shells. Okay, is that everyone? Or do we still waiting? Okay, we're still waiting. That's alright, we're still waiting for you. Okay. 26 people ya.
So Kak Wawa, Sela cannot play.
Sheila didn't want to play. I feel like you're gonna be the winner, the first winner. What is that? 6, 7.
We will make Kahoot for Sela, but it is Indonesian language.
No, Indonesian
That's why.
language.
Okay.
Okay.
Dia pasrah aja.
Pasrah ya.
She's just like, okay, I accept it. I accept it.
Yeah.
It's okay, your Indonesian is actually pretty good.
Ya.
Jadi saya tuh udah pernah dengar Sheila ngomong bahasa Indonesia sekarang.
Wow.
Indonesianya bagus banget kok guys. Boleh lah dicoba di sini.
Bagaimana Melayunya, Kak Wawa?
Melayunya boleh lah.
Gimana Kak?
Can you speak Melayu?
No, my school, Santo Paulus, doesn't speak Malay.
Oh.
Yeah, it's more Chinese.
Alright. So maybe we can like learn Melayu together after this ya.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
One word, iya.
Iya. Can you say you?
Yeah.
Iya.
Apa?
Oh.
Informal.
It's formal. Can you say ow?
Ow. Is that right?
Yeah. Ow.
Aula.
Okay, we already have 65 people already joining with us. Can we make it to 67? 67. Okay, so already 65 people inside our room. Should we start? Okay, let's start. The count right now, Miss Vita. Yeah, sure.
Dulu barcode-nya start. Yes.
Okay, so we're already starting the count.
Chelsea,
Yeah, everyone.
can you see?
Okay,
Chelsea, can you see? Okay.
Okay, sure. 3, 2, 1. You're going to tap this answer. Was Sheila afraid that she was going to hate it and miss out on her friends and family activities at home? Is it a yes or a no, maybe?
No, it's typing.
It's typing. Okay, it's typing. Typing the answer. So it's based on your mindset, everybody. It's kind of hard. It's actually kind of hard. What's going to be your answer?
Yes. Yes. I remember that.
Yeah.
There was such a panic. I remember being so panicked. I don't know why. Like I knew I was gonna accept it. I don't know why I was panicked.
No?
No? No? Yeah. Is she gonna be afraid? She's not afraid, guys.
Yeah.
But I was afraid. I think that's what people are confused about. I was.
Yeah, she was, but not right now. So it's kind of different, okay? So can we go to the next question, please? Yeah. Kind of tricky, yeah, kind of tricky. Let's see who's going to do first podium. Come on, and talent. Okay, alright. Wow, okay, the dog in the front. Okay. How can Sheila stand out? So this is going to be a multiple answer or just one answer? Okay. Right. Don't worry for grades, always worry for yourself.
Be yourself.
Be lazy students. Yeah. Which one is it going to be? Okay. This is kind of tricky, guys. Yeah. Agak sulit.
Yay!
So yeah, it's 2 questions, it's multiple choice.
Who chose green? Guys.
Guys chose green.
Guys.
Mana Sheila? Okay, talent and common leading. Okay. Very nice. Okay, moving on to the next question, true or false? Sheila said you do not need to agree with everything, just participate respectfully. Is it a yes or a no? Is it true? Is it false? Let's see, everybody's already choosing their answers, yeah? Okay, let's see what is it going to be? What is it going to be, Sheila? Is it going to be...
I don't know, guys.
Okay, I don't know. Okay. 55 said yes, it's going to be true. Yeah. Very nice, good job. Good job. Are they still in the lead? Talent and common, let's see. Wow! Okay, talent is still number 1. We have, I don't know how to spell that, but okay. Let's go to the next one. We have the quiz. It's multi-select, okay, so it's more than one answer. What are the strategies Sela uses when she feels homesick? What is it, guys?
You can choose more than one, yeah? So you can choose more than one options, guys. Select all the answers.
I think it's all true. What do you think? Is it true?
Go to sleep, like, it's not like one of my specific ones, but it definitely helps.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, let's see. Okay, Cassie.
Wow.
Cassie is actually leading now. Very nice, very good. Okay.
Where are you, Cassie?
In the front. One of practical advice from Sheila is being able to say no and standing up for yourself and your needs. Is it true? Is it false? I think this one is pretty easy. Yeah.
It's false, guys. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Oh, Sheila, because of you, 11 people say false.
Guys.
Okay. Yeah, so the correct answer is true, yeah, guys. Let's see. Okay, still standing strong. Cassie, Helen, and Nikisha.
Okay.
Very nice, very nice. Okay. Next one, please. The quiz is multi-select again. Sheila had to deal with culture shocks in here because of what? Let's see. It is inevitable. It's hard to prepare for everything you could possible encounter. It's about how you deal with it once you're faced with challenges. It's about avoiding it. Okay. Choose the best answer, guys. Choose the correct one. Okay, so the correct one is the red one and the blue one. Okay. Alright, let's see. Are they still standing strong, Cassie and Najwa? Okay. Very competitive and busy. Yeah. I actually got goosebumps now. According to Sheila, what is the most dominant change in your character after being an exchange student? Okay, type your answer, guys. Be quick, be quick. This is gonna be tricky. This one is so tricky. Oh, I don't know how to answer this question.
Personal growth. Personal growth.
Oh, yeah?
I think.
It's gonna be this.
Yeah, me too. I don't know.
It's your like individual answer or personal answer, but we don't know what's gonna be on the screen.
I think it's based on the slides.
Based on the slides, yeah. Let's see.
Wow.
Your confidence and public speaking. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky. Sheila said the most common one is actually self-improvement.
Yeah, like personal growth.
Personal growth too as well.
Wait.
But yeah, it's okay. Talent and Cassie still leading. Yeah. Alright. Just one more questions and we're good to go. Is it something?
Oh, I was just gonna say that these questions I think are based on the slides and not what I said, which I realize might be really confusing. So basically, I'm just gonna give you guys all the points for that because I know that you got it in my head.
Agree.
Good job, guys. Okay, so this is I think they're gonna be the last questions. Exchange programs are about traveling and not about living in another country. Is it true? Is it false? Whoa, oh my god. Okay. Very competitive. Since it's the last question, I miss. Okay, let's see who's gonna be standing strong on the podium for today. Let's see. Is it Cassie? Is it Helen? Is it Nikisha? Wow. Okay. Oh. 32 people say true, and that's not the right answer. It's actually false. Okay. All right. So please go to the next one. We're gonna see the winners. The podium. The third place is Ramona. Wow. And then the next one is Sela. Wow. And the first place is for today. Yes to the winners. Wow, okay. Alright. Okay. So for Cassie, Kamal, and you can go to the front, guys. So we'll get back. Okay, for our winners for today, you can go, you can move forward. Boleh ditekan dulu. Sila mau kasih hadiah soalnya. Oke. Sila kasih. Sela, can you please hand the gift? Where? Yeah. Come with me.
Oh,
I think it should be, this is the first one.
okay.
This one untuk siapa?
Yang the first one.
Okay.
The first winner.
Okay.
So the first winner is
The first winner, Cassie over here.
Yes.
Kamal, sorry, and then Bang, no file. Yes.
Girl.
First winner. I don't even know what's in here. I don't actually know what's in
Okay.
here.
Yeah, you can hand it right.
Surprise for I also didn't make that.
You can hand it to Casey. Yep.
First
Okay,
place.
Can you take a photo together first?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Should hold it.
Yeah, when
Usually
you
they
have
hold
I
it
think like this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Yep.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yep. Congratulations to Kak Casey ya. Okay. The next one please. Our second winner for today is Bang Kamal. Okay. Right. Okay. Documentation please.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you so much. Congratulations to our second winner. And then of course for our third winner. Yes, this is gonna be the gift. Okay, for Bang Opal. Yeah. Congratulations. Documentation please.
Thank you.
Alright. So maybe we can have a documentation first.
Oh, yeah,
Together with Miss Endah.
Ya. Kita foto.
Okay.
Oh, ketinggalan ini Kak Wawa.
Oh, okay.
Maaf ya Bang.
Okay. It's okay.
Masukin. Nah, maaf ya. Ya.
Okay.
I think it should be
Oke.
you should be in the middle.
Yeah, you should be in the
You should
middle.
be in the middle with Sheila.
Oh no. You are. Yeah. Okay, good.
Take the documentation
Yes.
together. Okay, can we change the slide to the bumper, please? Okay, wait, yeah, everyone. Okay.
Maybe turn off the music of Kahoot.
Yes, I'm excited for Ramadan. I'm so excited.
Really?
Just the food.
Yes. Okay.
I know.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, once more. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you too. Let's hang out. Yes. Thank you.
Yep, we can go back to our seats first. Is this my mic or is this your mic?
This is mine. I'm so
okay.
sorry.
It's
Put it
alright.
down.
Enggak. Lanjut aja.
Okay, everyone. So this is the end of our event for today. Thank you so much for everybody who's already participated in today's event at American Pontianak. So for those who are new here or you already experienced some of our events here in Pontianak, don't forget to always visit us on weekdays. And if you have an upcoming event, don't forget to register and don't forget to follow our Instagram yang is @angkor_Pontianak. Alright, thank you so much everyone. So let's take a documentation together. Yep.
Okay. Yes. Should we do the photo after closing, or maybe we can close first and then we take a photo after that? Already? Oh, sorry. Thank you. Okay, now let's take a picture. Okay. Should we take out the camera? And we can stand in the middle, three of us? Okay.
That was funny.
Let's make it.
Nice. Let's go.
Alright. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you so much. That was actually really fun.
All right.
It's really I liked it. Yeah.
I love to hear you.
Really?
Ayo, yuk, join
You don't have to wear it to find
join
people
yuk.
that like to hear me out.
Like if we can do it until midnight, I would do it until midnight.
Nah, abang-abang, kakak-kakak yang di belakang boleh berdiri, yang dah stop ya, di batas Miss Olivia, boleh berdiri biar kelihatan di foto.
Ayo berdiri dulu.
Lagi. Ah, kakak berdiri. Oh, kakak mau duduk aja? Nah, dah. Oke. Kakak mau berdiri apa duduk? Duduk aja. Oke. Yuk.
Okay, should I kneel
I can be here.
I'm too tall.
Boleh. Semana yang itu? Yang ini. Oh, duduk di sini aja boleh ya? Yang depan boleh nggak? Ke sini.
Yeah, come here.
Di bawah Sela. Ini juga. Yuk, ngumpul ke sini yuk, ke tengah. Gak apa-apa, duduk pun boleh. Berlutut juga boleh. Yuk. Boleh dicontohkan mungkin? Sip.
Okay, ya, squat it down.
Nah,
Boleh
gini
duduk
kali ya.
aja. Agak merapat, ya.
Oh, nah sini Kak. Kita duduk gini aja.
Kayak kamu maju aja lah.
Kak Wawa nampak dah.
Kelihatan nggak?
Dah.
Dah.
Aku nampak.
Atau merapat aja. Mereka merapat aja. Merapat. Dah.
Oke.
Aman? Yes.
Okay, see the camera. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, the video. Yeah. What should we do?
We say American Corner Pontianak, and then all of you gonna say, together we can do more.
Okay, got it. American Corner Untan Pontianak ya? Okay, boleh.
Together we can do more.
Yes. Okay,
Together
can we
we can
try?
do more.
Can we try?
Okay, trial.
Okay,
Trial.
we try first, okay? American Corner Untan Pontianak. Together we can do more. Okay. Like that? Okay. Yuk, okay. Hitung Kak, hitung.
Yang heboh lah guys. Semangat dong.
Semangat ya.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
American Corner Untan Pontianak.
Together we can do more.